Hi y'all, Justin with Kayak Catfish. Well, I'm up before the chickens this morning, about to get after these catfish as the sun is about to peek up into the sky over there. But right now I'm working on getting some fresh bait. We're gonna be loaded up for some blues and some flatheads today. Floor of my kayak here, I've already got a few skipjacks just trolling around right here at this creek mouth. So we're gonna catch a few more of these. We're gonna go fish a deep hole today. We're on a recent trip. I got some big blues and some big flatheads. We're going after them again today, y'all. Come with me, let's do it. We got one messing with this bait over here. Let's pick it up and see if we can get a skunk out today. I was getting ready to switch out my baits again. I've been sitting out here about 45 minutes now since I got lines in for the catfish, and just nothing going on. Couple taps here and there, but no solid hookups. But we got something on here. Y'all get your sunglasses on, you looking right into that sun. But we're getting fish number one here. I don't think he's gonna set the bar very high for the next one, but it is a skunk buster. We'll get the first one on the board. Some days that first fish never comes, so yeah, it's a blue. He's fired up. Yeah, I was just getting ready to switch my baits out, so good of this fish to come along here and bite at the right time. All right, we got our hook back. Didn't get our bait back, but didn't want it anyway since I was going to switch it out. We'll get you moment of fame there, Blue Kitty. What do you think about it? He don't know what to think about it. He ain't never been on no YouTube video before. He's shell-shocked about it. But he gone, y'all. Fish number one in the kayak. I'm sitting here. My regular viewers, you saw me fish this spot on my last catfish trip, but this is a deep hole on the main river channel here, about 70 feet-ish, roughly. Somewhere thereabouts. I don't have a graph on this kayak, just basic setup, 2 rods, no motor, no graph, no nothing. But I used an app on my phone that has a lake map, contour map, and I kind of put myself here somewhere around the top edge of this hole. So as the current, super light today, as it pushes that scent downstream, any fish that are kind of hunkered down at the deeper part of that hole, just kind of lethargic, hanging out, when they turn on to feed, I got a bait down there for them, or any fish that work up and down through here just cruising along the ledges. They're going to hopefully find our baits too. But I got 2 baits suspended. That one there had a skipjack chunk. This one over here has a skipjack head. I'm going to reel in this head. We're going to put a whole new bait on because it's been, gosh, 45 minutes probably. You can see where the sun's at in the sky here now. I got out here this morning, bait was going crazy, loaded up real quick. I thought, man, it's going to be on today because hell, the catfish bite was on my last trip. Got 4 flatheads, lost a big blue in my anchor rope, got some other blues. So it was a good day. I said, I want to come back out here and try it again. But thus far, been lackluster at best. So hopefully things are going to pick up. But let's get another. I can't get my words out all of a sudden. I'm having a stroke or something here. Trying to say, let's get a fresh piece of bait on here, a head and a chunk, and see if we can get some more fish. Oh, I got thumped, and my rod is just sitting there with a little weight on it. That sure acted like a flathead. I got 4 of them on my last trip out, and that, man, let's pick up on him. I'm too impatient. That's a flathead, I promise you. As y'all stare into the sun, you're gonna lose your cornea trying to see this fish, but I'm confident we got a flathead on, and he's wanting to pull right here now. That's on my big skipjack head. That was a big bait. Been getting some good quality skipjack lately. As good as the catfishing's been for me, the skipjack fishing's been even better. So this fish had him a good fresh head down there, and he just gobbled it up. Guarantee he's been down there in that hole and picked up on the scent and come up there, and there it was, just off the bottom, right in his face. I thought real hard about setting up at the edge of that creek mouth there where I was getting a skipjack. That'd have probably been a solid place to fish too. Yeah, it is a flathead. That is. This one ain't quite as big as some of them I got on my last trip, but he's a solid fish either way. He has got that. Let me get the camera down here. Look at that skipjack head in his mouth, man. He has got that thing wedged in there. This fish choked this thing. Come up here, fish. Oh, get in here now. There it is. Hey, look at that thing. Man, that bait still looks to be in perfect condition too. We're gonna drop that right back down. There we go, man. He's I don't know, probably comparable size to that blue there that I got a little while ago, but I'm always much happier getting a flathead than a blue. Nice, man. I hope we get a few more bigger than this today too. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Bite's been slow to start. Last trip there, right at sunrise, I got my biggest flathead of the morning. Just nothing going on out here at sunrise today, but my plan is to fish till lunch, and we'll see what happens between now and then. Adios, Flatty. And he gone with the tail slap on the way. All right, y'all, let's get that bait back down there and see if we can catch another. Something after this head. There it goes. There it goes. Let's get us another one. This one here. Okay, now I'm caught up with him. Now he's gonna pull. It's like, that don't feel right. Y'all got your sunblock on, you looking right into the sun again. One of you need to call Mother Nature and have her put a cloud in the sky, block that dang sun for a little while. I'd do it myself, but she don't listen to me. Just typical woman, you know. Ain't gonna listen to nothing I gotta say. They don't take orders from no man. But maybe they listen to one of y'all. That sun is just, it's between what I'm looking at and that glare right there. I don't know if y'all can see a daggone thing. This fish here, we'll see if he's worth looking at here in a second. Yeah, that's a blue. He got the bait and not the fly. He's a fun size. He's got that bait. It looks like it's wedged sideways in his mouth. There's two of them on that head. We'll see what it looks like when we get it in here. We may reuse it. I mean, look at that thing. It is wedged sideways in his mouth. Let's take a look at that thing and see what it... Yeah, it looks okay. We'll go ahead and switch it out just because I got so much bait though, but nice. Well, there's that kitty there. A larger size dink. I mean, his his mouth is about as big as that head bait, and he had that dang thing wedged in there, didn't he? You got a big appetite this morning. You'll fish. Well, that's two now on the head baits. Now, last trip, all the action was coming on the chunk. I can't remember. I know I had one fish for sure hit my head bait, but it ate the fly. It didn't eat the head bait. I can't remember if we actually got any on the head bait itself. But the chunk, I mean, everything, the flatheads, the big blue that I got and I lost up here in the dang anchor rope, everything was hitting the chunk. But so far today, the last two fish anyway, wanting this head over here. So you just never know. Every day they show preferences. If you got multiple types of baits, it's good to put them different baits out. You know, obviously out here in this kayak, I've got two rods that I'm fishing with, and I've only got one kind of bait here with me, skipjack. So we're going head and chunk just to give a couple different cuts of bait, types of bait, you know. So give them as best option as we can. But normal circumstances, I would reuse that bait. That's still in good condition overall. But since I've got a surplus of bait and I've only got two rods, I want everything best option possible down there. We're gonna go ahead and put a new one on. Oh man, there's another one on the head. Another one on the head, buddy. As we got a stick drifting by here. He just, boom, took off. It's one thing about not having a graph on this kayak. there's no warning when they hit. You don't see them coming at all. Sometimes with my live scope on the other kayak, I'll have that live scope transducer pointed at a bait, and so when a fish comes up on it, I see them, before they bite. And oftentimes these fish will come up and look at your baits for a good while before they commit to them. But in this kayak here, no graph, there's no warning. It's just boom, and the fight's on. This one's pulling, buddy. I feel him down there just to give me a tug on the line. That's what I come out here for. That's fun. Makes it worth getting up at before dawn today. I was on the water before dawn. And skipjack's been biting. Really, it's a nighttime bite. When the sun gets up, it's done. I got out here and got them before the sun come up, and got down here as it was coming up. And these fish have waited till a little later in the morning to bite today, and this man, he's not done. It's another one on the head though. Head's outperforming the chunk today. This one's going to be the biggest one of the morning right here so far. Get over here, fish. You right there in the dang glare. Oh, look at that. He didn't eat the head either. That's the biggest one of the morning. He's on the fly. He's all wrapped up in that line now. Come over here and show yourself off, fish. He's ate that daggone fly as he flings water all over me. Hopefully he didn't get y'all right in the face. Come over here, fish. This is why I'm a big fan of using these flies on my rigs, because you just never know. That one right there got it right in the jaw, man. He ate that thing. Sometimes you foul hook a fish with them flies, where they come up and hit the bait and roll. But you'd be surprised when you got that small fly just dangling down there under your piece of cut bait. You'll be surprised how many fish you catch that eat those baits. My friend Dewey put me on these, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done for catfishing. Come here, fish. Come here now. Come here. Oh, Lord, he ain't done. He's wanting to act out here on video. We ain't going to throw that head off now. No, quit. Quit and come in here. Act like somebody. Yeah, y'all, that ain't no accident right there. That ain't no foul hook, buddy. He's got it right in the jaw. He come after that head bait. Had him a fly. It looked like a bait fish right there under it. Our head's still looking good. We'll send it back down in a second. Check out this one's whisker right here. Look at that one's whisker. He's got one of them bifurcated whiskers. You're a unique fish. Show that whisker off up there on the front camera mount. He says he don't want to show nothing off to you people. He don't like you. I don't know why. I think you're pretty good people. Well, most of you anyway. The ones of you that hit the thumbs up, I like you pretty good. The ones that hit the thumbs down, well, YouTube don't even show us those anymore, so it don't matter. But yeah, this fish here ate him that fly, y'all. Another one of those catches I wouldn't have had without the flies. All right, fish, I'm done with you. It's time to send you home. Get out. You don't have to go home, but he can't stay here, right? Let's send that bait back down here. It still look good. Ain't been down there long, so let me just check it, make sure it's still hooked good, the way he was thrashing around and all. I'm gonna get all this slime off here. Them things slime up your line so bad. I don't think the fish care about that slime, but I do. So I try to get it off there. But yeah, this head bait here, I mean, it still looks good, so it's going back down. We'll put it down there, and next fish that comes along, they got options. They can have that head bait, they can have the fly, or if they want to swim a few feet over, they got a chunk and another fly for them. So whatever they want, we got them covered. This one here snuck up on me. Never felt him eat that bait. But you can see my rod tip there. Just wait on it. That's a flathead, folks. We got another one. We got another flathead. Yep. Promise you it's a flathead. Never felt him hit. I glanced up when I felt the kayak moving. Love it. Ain't that something? The bite has been way more active later this morning than at sunrise. I mean, skipjack going crazy out here before dawn, but the cats, they're sleeping in today. I guess they partied all night. I don't know. Either way, my plan was to sit on this spot till about lunchtime today. Just soaking baits, just waiting. These fish turn on, or when more move through, I'm ready. I'm not moving, not running all over creation today. We just sitting, we baiting and waiting. And I promise you, we've baited a flathead right here. When they eat a bait so lightly that you don't even feel it, and then they sit there with it, that's almost always a flathead. This is one on chunk too. Come on up here, Flatty, you caught. Show yourself. Yep, it is. It is. I'm happy about it too. Love me some flatheads, y'all. Well, come on over, why don't you? I'll take that hook back, please and thank you. Man, that went right through his tooth patch. That fish right there, he couldn't have come free no matter what he done. Another flathead, probably comparable size to the other one we got there. Fun time though, man. I mean, it didn't even feel the bite. I just felt the kayak moving, and I glanced up and I'm like, oh, there's weight on there. That's the best feeling in the world. Nice. All right, Flatty, let's let you go. He didn't want to let go of he still don't want to let go of my hand. Well, take off, why don't you? He's showing out. He wants every second of his camera time that he can get. Now he's going to get the heck out of here. That fish right there is trying to get him some extra Instagram followers or something, man. He's soaking up the limelight, buddy. Daggone, we've turned these catfish into celebrities, y'all. But yeah, man, it's been totally different today than my last trip out as far as the activity. And by this time in the morning on my last trip, the bite was starting to kind of taper off a little bit, but today it just seems to kind of be getting going as we're getting serenaded by some cow up there. Man, between the catfish soaking up the camera time and the cows hollering in the background, everybody trying to get on this video, y'all, this is the place to be. But I'm gonna cut us another chunk and drop it down. We're gonna see if we can make some more catfish famous. So I showed this in my last video, but I'll show it again here, just kind of give you an idea of what the contour map looks like for this spot I'm sitting on. So this is the river channel here. The current goes this direction. And right down in here is this deep hole that I'm sitting on. And I'm right here kind of in the top part of this hole. And it drops down, according to this map, about 74 feet deep. So I'm up here probably somewhere between 70, 72 feet. Ish. Again, it's kind of a horseshoes and hand grenades, just trying to get close enough out here. But you can see the contour lines where it comes down real sharp on each side. Now behind me over here to my left is this area. This is kind of a deep flat over here, and then it drops off to the old river channel, and then over here this side it goes up at a steeper angle over here to the bank. And so what we're doing is we're hoping to catch those fish that are in this hole, that are just hunkered down, inactive. When they turn on, that's the fish I want to catch, or the fish that are working up and down the channel. It gets so tight through here on the actual old original river channel before they flooded this to make the reservoir, made everything, make it look bigger and wider than it really is. But the old channel here, you can see it's pretty narrow through here, and so fish that are following the edges of the contours, they're going to run into my baits or lock into my scent as they work up and down on either side of the channel here. Something just hit this rod right here. It was a nice thump, and down it goes. I bet you we got another flathead. That one there might be a little better. That was a nice thump. That was just kaboom. I bet you that's another flathead. I hope it is. When you feel that kaboom like that, that's that flathead just inhaling that bait down there. That's on the chunk. Yeah, we started out, we were getting the fish there on head bait. I thought it was going to be a head bait kind of day. But now, this one and that last flathead there on the chunk. So, always good to have options. Give them variety if you can. Easier to do when you're fishing with a bunch of rods, but as I've proved so many times in this kayak, 2 rods is plenty. If you got your baits where the fish are, you'll catch you plenty of fish with just 2 rods. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg on a big boat and a bunch of gear and fancy electronics. You got a little common sense and ability to read a lake map and a way to get you some fresh bait. Good quality cut bait will catch these dang fish, man. You just put it in their face. We got another one on here. I'm confident this is going to be a flathead. The way he hit, y'all saw that rod. It's just characteristic flathead bite. I hope it is too. That'll be number 3 for the day. Yep, it is. That's number 3. Last trip we got 4, so hopefully we're gonna break. Oh, look right there. That one ate the fly too, y'all. That one ate the fly too. My bait's gone. My cut bait. You can see the hook there. It's gone. Oh, I don't think he's hooked very good. He's right. Oh, he is right in the side of in the meat of his mouth right there. Let's see if we can land this one right here before he thrashes that bait off, or thrashes himself off the hook, I should say. Oh man, he is not good. That fly's got him right in the fat of the mouth right here. Oh, he just let it go just like that. I knew he wasn't hooked good, man. Well, that was another one that Catfish Sumo bait stalker fly right there. I'm telling you, man, if you ain't put these on your suspend rigs, you're missing out. There's a link down my video description for them there. Now, I ain't trying to say nothing. You can use whatever fly you want, but put you some lure there below you cut bait when you suspend fishing. Now, if you cast them baits out, you got them sitting on bottom, this fly ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's just gonna be a exposed hook down there to potentially catch something, you know, or to snag, I mean. But if you suspend them baits, ain't no reason not to have one of them on there. All right, let's get another bait on there real quick. This is one of my smaller skipjack here, but I'm gonna refresh that head. If I can get my words out, I'm choking here. I'm gonna refresh that head on the other rod. I'm gonna put that other chunk on this one, and we'll send it back down. You know, that flathead there eating that fly, and that other blue eating the fly makes me wonder if they ain't wanting a smaller bait. Let's just do this. Let's take our chunk here and cut the gut pocket out. That'll give us a smaller profile piece of cut bait down there, at least on that rod. We'll see if that don't entice a few more fish. Maybe they're just wanting that small bait. I don't know. Of course, we had them other fish that ate the big head bait, had it choked in their mouth. It may just be a situation where they just gonna eat whatever it is they come up on first. So, regardless, we're gonna have some baits back down there, some fresh baits for them here in about 20 to 30 seconds when I get them hooked and drop down, by gosh. Something's after this chunk. I think that's a blue. I hope he drops it. I think he's still on there, unfortunately. That one right there, we wasn't trying to catch that one. That one, you can tell when you got a small blue because your rod tip's just doing that. Well, they hit that bait, start rolling. We're after the flatheads now, by gosh. We know they still here. That's what we want them baits down there trying to get. We'll reel this one in though. He's got a free meal out of me. I hope he's appreciative of it. He's got the Kayak Catfish Continental Breakfast. Yeah, he knocked that bait off too. That's all right. We got plenty of bait, but I'd have wished he'd have just kept on swimming. All right, fish, high and by. We got to get a piece of bait down there. Leave it alone next time. Tell your friends too. These are for flatheads. These are flathead baits now. He says he don't subscribe to that theory. It's down there. He says it's open season for everybody. I just had another thump that felt like a flathead, and my rod tip's acting funny, y'all. I think we got number 4. I think flathead number 4 is sitting there with it. He's got it, man. It's going down. It's going down. Let's get him. Let's get him. Another time, man. It's just thump. He inhaled it. This is another flatty. This is number 4. Oh no! No, we let it go. Oh man, we had him. We had him. Let's see if my bait's foul hooked or something here. No, bait still looks good. Just he didn't stay buttoned. We should have probably let him take it down a little further. I get antsy, y'all. I get excited. I'm impatient. We on some flatheads. I want to catch him another, and we almost had him, by gosh. Hopefully we didn't spook him. Hopefully I didn't stick him real hard and he'll stick around. We'll drop this bait back down there. Maybe he'll come back for it. Look at this nonsense over here. I've got a live audience over here. They watching the show, and they are causing all kinds of ruckus, flapping their wings and carrying on. Hopefully them beating their wings on the water over there is calling in the fish maybe. They should have stopped by earlier when I was actually reeling in a few fish. By gosh, they done missed the action. Hopefully they stirring up the water though and letting these fish know I'm still here. Got something on this rod here, but I think it's another blue cat that we're not trying to catch right now, unless it's a monster. You know that other fish we sent down there with the message telling him to tell his friends leave this bait alone in case flathead comes along. I don't think he told them, or if he did, they didn't listen. We're gonna have to get our money back from that fish because he didn't do his job. He had strict orders to tell his friends leave this bait alone until flathead come along, and well, what do you know, here's one of his friends. This one here, boy, he got more than he bargained for because he got a stinger fly in the back too. That'll learn him, won't it? Get on, fish. We after a flathead. Well, it took a while for the bite to get going today, but it did turn on for a little bit, and it was fun while it lasted. Got those flatheads, a few blues. Didn't get the quality today that I did on my last trip, but still got several fish. And anytime I get me some flatheads, I go home happy, y'all. Love catching flatheads. So anyway, I've sat here now for about an hour and a half, just nothing going on. The bite is completely turned off. I've not even had dink taps, anything at my bait. So about my lunchtime, and with the bite being dead, I think that's the universe telling me, Justin, go eat. And you never have to tell me twice to go eat. So I'm gonna get on out of here. We'll do it again soon. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.